Rockets here at home in this Western Conference matchup live here in Houston. Welcome everyone to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Latina, celebration of Latin culture in the league. It's become an annual tradition and a very good one. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And now the opening lineup for Boston. They've got Kenneth Faried. Allen is out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Carroll in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Rose. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Now here's Carroll. The drive by Jordan. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Rose against Parker. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. For the Rockets, Stoudemire comes in for Gorgui Dieng. And it's Jody Meeks in for Winslow. Boston also with the sub. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Rose. Here's Parker. Off target from the wing. Faried dishes to Jordan. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jordan's got his second bucket of the game to go. We're about 1 minute into the first. Parker. The shot is off.
All right, Houston, coming out of the corner.
And Rockets head coach Kevin McHale spent some time with us in the broadcast booth. That's an interesting perspective on competitiveness and what happens when you're no longer in the thick of it, especially, Clark, when you're as physical a player as McHale was.
Yeah, you know, I certainly understand where he's coming from. I mean, I'm living it in many ways, but for me, it's about the love of the game and sharing that with so many other people who love the same things I do, whether they ever played or not. There's some common ground even outside of the competitive court.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
On the floor for Boston, Kenneth Faried is out there with Jordan. Then it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's DeMarre Carroll. And it's Allen in at the 2 spot. Outside Rondo. And the rejection by Jang. Stoudemire, the pass to Burke. Just 3 on the clock. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
And so it's a close game.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. They only had a couple rough stretches. And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Rockets, Jimmy Butler is out there with Tony Parker. Then it's David Lee. Then it's Gorgui Dieng. And it's Winslow in at the 3.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense. Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
It's Allen with the drive. Butler with the steal. Rose against Parker. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Parker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
He got him on the wrong foot and then just flew by him.
And it's Rose missing.
All right, Houston, coming out of the corner.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to Golden State. On the floor for Boston, Kenneth Faried is out there with Damari Carroll. And it's Rose, that's Rajon Rondo, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Boston now, trailing by 5. But they get it back. Screen by Faried. Shoots the 3, and it's Kenneth Faried with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
A bit over eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
Parker, a screen on Rose.
Derrick Rose. That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Rockets.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws. Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg.
Boston, no good that time either. For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to the Nuggets. Outside Butler. So Houston wins it. They didn't make it easy on themselves.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Tony Parker.
He wasn't just a big part of the offense tonight. He was their offense.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for